So that's interesting what you were saying about the operation. Later, did they give you further information on how much they'd taken away and how successful it was?
Yes. There was 70% of the stomach that Dr. Barry took out, and 22 of lymph nodes and the surrounding area.
Yeah.
So I'm left with, would it be 2/3? I'm left with a third. I'm left with,
Yeah.
which enables me now to eat. And
Well, that's a big question, isn't it? What was the adaptation that you had to make after the procedure to get back to your lifestyle? Were there certain changes?
Well, at first, I mean, the week in hospital, I couldn't eat anything, couldn't drink, eat anything, because, you know, they've got to allow the stomach to heal inside and, you know, get strong enough to accept the food. So I was very fortunate, really, because I did eat. I could eat quite soon after the operation.
Given that your appetite and eating pattern had been restricted before because of the symptoms that were known to be part of the cancer,
Yeah.
was there then a difference, meaning that you could suddenly eat things that previously were restricted?
Yeah.
What did you notice?
Oh, everything. It was absolutely marvellous. I could drink wine, which I do have the odd glass of wine now. I could drink fizzy drink, and everything that I had to leave off. Vegetables. I mean, I used to eat the dietitian I was involved with. She used to laugh because I used to put 6 peas on my plate. That's all I could eat. 6 peas, a few potatoes. Yeah. And now I'm eating everything. So broccoli.
Basically, all those restrictions were lifted?
Yes, every restriction was lifted.
Although, is there any area which you're still cautious about?
Well, you have a thing, it's a horrible thing to say really, but you have a thing called dump when you've had the operation. And sometimes you can eat broccoli, then the next time it does affect you and you have this awful dump where you have to go toilet, you've got no choice.
Yes, I think they call it dumping syndrome.
That's right, yes.
The food is passed through without being properly processed.
Yes, that's right.
And then it's a little bit uncomfortable at times.
Yes, and it's very strange because, like I've just said, you can go and say eat cauliflower one day and then a month later that cauliflower doesn't suit you and a dump. Okay. And it's not nice. It's not a nice thing because you're not really in control of it. Yes. I mean, we have to laugh about it sometimes because we're out and Dave has to put his toe down sometimes to get me home, you know. It's not nice, but it's a small price to pay.
I follow that.
You know, for what you've been through.
What was the next step for you after the surgery was completed? It was a success by all accounts.
Yes, it takes you a little while to get back on your feet, and you know, there's a lot of things you really are restricted to doing because the stomach does feel as though they've been inside it, you know, during the operation. And Mandy was with me at the time. She came home and she was doing the majority of the housework for me because you really are restricted what you can do. So it was a slow period getting back to jobs. I mean, even now I can't do what I did before the surgery, but once again, it's a small price to pay.
So you've been gradually getting your strength back?
Yes, yes.
How much back to your normal self would you say you've come to?
Oh, I'd say I was a good 80. But then again, my age, I mean, I am blaming it on the operation a lot, but maybe my age. I mean, I'm 73, so probably a lot of these restrictions and aches and pains are my age, not the actual operation.
Were there any subsequent complications for you, things that interfered with your improvement?
No. And the funny thing was, before the operation, I had very, very high blood pressure. I was on probably, I don't know how many tablets a day. And after the operation, I had low blood pressure where they were coming to me about every hour to try and get my blood pressure up. And from that day, I've never had blood pressure.
It's normalised now, has it?
Yes, and nobody can give me an answer why. Because I'll say, well, why don't I get it now? And there's no answer. I think I had real good blood when I had the blood transfusion. Probably someone with no blood pressure.
Was your weight low when your blood pressure was high? Or was your weight above normal?
Well, my weight was very low. I mean, I was under 8 stone before the operation because with all the sickness I'd lost so much weight. But when I came out of hospital and got eating again, I mean, my weight just crept up. And I mean, now I'm over 11 stone. Never been this in my life, but I've never eaten like I eat now. So
it might have something to do with being at a healthy weight now.
yes,
Blood pressure's normalised.
yeah, probably.